Hi y'all, welcome to my channel if you're new here. If not, welcome back. My name is Jay and I'm an artist here on YouTube, and today what we're going to be doing is another book from TheCassieProjects. If you haven't seen those videos before, check a couple of my links below and I'll give you the link to her book as well. Today we're going to be doing a few prompts from this book here, and let's get to it.
Let's take a look at the Art Growth Sketchbook. A quick flip through. First couple of pages and you have the cover page with this cute little spring pattern that you can color. I colored the one in the previous Arrtx sketchbook. You can look at that video later after this one. Then flipping through to the title page, the Art Growth Sketchbook by TheCassieProjects and you, i.e. me. Grab a fine liner and write my name, Jay, on the title page. You can also add color or doodles to the page as well. I'll do that at a later time. You also have the list of materials that could be used in the book, a very thoughtful and thorough guide. Next page is the thumbnail page where you could track your progress as you complete all 25 prompts in the book. A quick flip through and I've already decided on the 3 prompts I'll complete today. Color this page. I always choose to start off with a warm-up page to get my creative juices flowing. That's the coloring page prompt. Pretty coloring page of a picket fence with birdhouses and a sign that says I heart birds. I'm using my Ohuhu markers to color this page. I choose a pastel spring palette at first, but then change my mind and add some more earthier colors later on. At first, I forgot to put a page underneath as alcohol markers tend to bleed through the back. Once I add that, I can start coloring again. I start off coloring with yellow fence, my favorite color. Add a variety of yellows as to make it not so flat, and add dimension because not all wooden fence posts are the same type of color. I'm going to go through and pick a few other colors and just enjoy the process of coloring this page. I start adding the background. Try as I might, I couldn't color around the flowers, so I'll fix those later on. I add green to the grass at the bottom, then start adding some dimension and details. I take my Arrtx acrylic brush pens and add the details of the intricate flowers and some dimension to the grass. I try to add some highlights in the wood and to some of the houses, but it doesn't really work out. To complete the background, I add my signature brush strokes. Here it is, all completed. Add the details. What do you see on this page? Add an outline to it, use lines and dots to add shading and more texture. This one is similar to a reverse coloring books. I start with my Arrtx acrylic markers since they were more opaque than any of my other art supplies. What I'm envisioning is a little dome when I see the lines crisscrossing. It reminds me of one of those geometric terrariums as pictured here. I take a light green marker to start off with and get the frame of the glass outline. Then I take a darker green marker and start adding these vine-like ivy growing on the side. I envision this terrarium in someone's greenhouse or home with different plants surrounding growing around it. Now adding the sand or dirt that's in the bottom. It's like a desert with cacti or succulents inside the terrarium. To the right side, I'm seeing a rock, so I use the gray pen to color in a large-looking rock. I wanted to add like a fun painted bluish purple sky with clouds above the image, adding a bit of white to the sky. What's a terrarium without plants? I add in some cacti shape and a little pink succulent flowers to them for additional color. After I'm done coloring, I take a pencil and add in some outlines to the cacti and the environment surrounding them. When it's all complete, it looks like this. beauty of feathers. Draw a beautiful bird or maybe even concentrate on the details of just one feather. When it comes to birds and feathers, the one beautiful bird that comes to my mind is a peacock. So I'm going to draw a vibrant, beautiful peacock feather. Peacock feathers are considered powerful symbols of good luck, prosperity, and protection, representing beauty and immortality. In some cultures, they are considered unlucky, associating the eye pattern with the evil eye. I choose to believe the latter. I actually have peacocks that come visit me in my yard and eat from my hand. My family named one of them Charlie. Using my metallic Arrtx acrylic markers, I look at my reference and try to draw out the same patterns starting with blue, then adding teals and greens, and finally embellishing with some golds. Here's the completed feather. I think this one's one of my favorite prompts that we did today. Now to add the thumbnails of the completed prompts we did today. I drew a birdhouse for a color page, a terrarium with cacti, and a peacock feather. flip through the prompts we did today. We colored a page filled with birds and birdhouses, drew a beautiful peacock feather, and created a terrarium from a few lines and splotches.
So those are the prompts we did today, and it's 3 prompts in the Art Growth Sketchbook. Favorite being the peacock feather that we did, and you can get a copy of your own Art Growth Sketchbook through either TheCassieProjects.com or Amazon.com. I'll leave the links below. Thanks for checking out my video, and until next time, bye!